Quiet on set. Picture is up. All right, roll sound.
Rolling.
Roll cameras.
Cam's rolling.
And 3, 2.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Guess who's back? It's us, and we're back in Hank's Think Tank. Got a good show for you here today. Got Mark Hogan here.
Howdy everybody, good to be back.
He's finally back from the deer lease and had a good time, and everything worked out, I guess, and got all his anger.
It was not a good time.
Okay, well.
It was a hell of a lot of work in the heat. You know, the deer hunters know what I'm talking about. Please
All right.
Continue.
Well, the deer lease sucked, but he's back anyway. So we got some great guests in today. We've had him on the show before. I've got Quentin Bryan and his beautiful XYL, Kim Bryan. And XYL is a radio term. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Did you know that I'm a ham radio operator?
I know you're a ham. I didn't know you were a radio operator.
Kilo Charlie 5, Delta Whiskey India, brother.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Really? It's all in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, well, anyway, good to see you guys again. And we got some other guests coming on, so I think we're going to have a good weekend. And next week is going to be pretty good, too. October's looking great. Quentin.
Wait. What is it? XYL?
It's just, it's ham radio lingo for a person's wife.
Come on, guys.
That's it. And I don't know if the X stands for anything, the Y stands for anything. Or L,
I thought you were about to shit the bed on that one. This is his ex-wife.
I'm glad you asked that because I didn't know what it was.
You know, when somebody first made that reference to me, I thought, why is it ex-wife? But it's not. It's just XYL. Just like your QRZs, your location, I believe.
I thought maybe Kim was his ex-wife or something. You're fixing to
No.
tell everybody.
Yeah, I was like, this is about to go bad real
Yeah.
Big announcement.
No, I don't think so. Everything's looking good on that end. So you guys own Scarlet Barbell Club here in Montgomery County. It's a great place. It's a good-looking gym. I've been there. Tough-looking dudes there. And just to let you guys know, when I first met Quentin, I was running for the MSED board, and I was looking for votes and just going out and talking to the public. And I made the mistake of walking up behind this dude, and I was like, hey, and he turns around, and when he turned around, I thought, oh, no, here we go. Because he looked tough, he's tatted up, he's big. I thought, oh, crap, need to say the right thing here. So we became friends pretty quickly and got him on the show, and glad I did. But Scarlet's a good place.
Oh, yeah.
And so tell me again, and we've discussed how it all started and how you came up with the name. But let's talk about it one more time just for people who hadn't seen it.
You want to take this one, Mom?
Yeah, let's do it, Kim.
So, Scarlet is named after our daughter who passed away. She was born premature. She was here with us for 6 days. Quentin always had a dream to open a gym. That was more his thing. When we were trying to come up with a name, there was no better name than to name it after her. And it just kind of went from there.
The legacy continues.
Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
like
great.
it. Now, when was Scarlet born? What year was that?
It was 2016, May
Really?
13th.
Wow, so it just wasn't
Friday
that
the
long.
13th.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. See, I'm a Friday the 13th kid myself. So in December, 62. And I was also premature. And a lot of the kids back then, they had something wrong with the incubators, either the lighting or the oxygen or maybe a combination of both. But it made a bunch of us blind. And I'm lucky that I can still see, but I'm technically legally blind. And so it's been that way since birth. Don't really know any better. And everybody's like, oh, I'm like, nah, I don't know,
This is how I see.
Yeah, it's always been that way. So I can kind of understand where you're coming from. It's, it's tough. So Scarlet was a great name then.
Oh, absolutely.
And so you're rocking along with life. A couple of years later goes by, I guess, when you started the gym. How did all that come about?
Yeah, so we decided we were ready to start trying to have a kid.
Yeah.
And we got some news from the doctors that if we wanted to do it, we had a very short time frame. And, the money we had saved up or whatever, we ended up selling the house, getting rid of all our stuff, moved in with my dad, had a benefit, had a GoFundMe, and raised enough money to do IVF.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, which is in vitro fertilization.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how we ended up with Max. But, all of this stuff happened real fast as far as, selling the house, moving in with my dad, raising this money, charging up all my credit cards again.
Yeah.
To do all this stuff. And you know, we had sat in the kitchen and thought of names and a plan, and we were looking around, and, you know, that kind of goes on the back burner, like, all right, well, you know, not this time. Not right now. And one of my buddies ended up selling his house and called me and was like, hey, you know, you still want to do that? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm kind of out of cash. I got credit cards. And he's like, I just sold my house. I'm going to send you some money. So he wired me some money, and it was a substantial amount of money.
Sure. Yeah.
And we went all in.
That was your startup right there.
That was it. So
that's pretty cool. Big leap of faith too.
oh yeah. But I mean, if you're going to bet on somebody, you might as well bet on yourself.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good deal. So Max was already born at this point?
No.
No?
No. So we do IVF. She's pregnant. She couldn't even work out at the gym when we opened for, I don't know, 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We actually did. We were about to open whenever we did our transfer. So he kind of has been there every single step that the gym has been opened.
Wow.
Oh, was it that long? So you didn't work out for a year.
Yeah. It was a while
Wow.
before I actually got to use the gym.
Yeah.
So I was there just throwing up.
I bet so. And so how old is Max now?
Two.
Yep, 2.5.
2? Wow, 2.5. And you'll have another baby as well, right?
Yeah.
Ella's 10.
Wow. Gosh, so y'all are doing pretty good then.
I think so.
And then I know business was great last time you were in, so how are things going now? I know, did COVID make a difference at all?
Nah, we shut down for maybe 30-something days. And like, man, I'm
Yeah.
opening back up.
Came right back out of it, and everybody came back, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah, and watching the first episode you were on, I watched that a couple of times, and you were right in the middle of the COVID thing. What was that? October 2020?
I think so.
Yeah, and we're looking for another bunch of stuff coming, and you were kind of talking about how you were hoping people would come back, but you were letting everybody, not charging them for number one, because they couldn't come in and use the service.
Right, yeah. You can't charge somebody for a service you can't provide.
And I know some other big corporations were, keeping those contracts ironclad and, all that kind of thing. But you guys didn't do that.
Some of those guys went bankrupt, imagine that.
How about that, huh? So, good deal.
I mean, I don't know.
Take care of your
I wouldn't
people.
want that done to me. And I've been locked into some gym contracts that I didn't find very pleasant.
Right.
So
Gym contracts used to be notorious. I don't know if they still are.
Oh, they are. Absolutely.
Really?
That's why we don't do that.
Yeah.
So, you don't like it? Okay. Sign the waiver. You can cancel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you, right?
Mhm.
It's
Right.
it's technically no contract. You come in, you sign up, but you agree to come back in and cancel within a 2-week time period before we bill again. If you
Okay.
don't want to be billed.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. That's
Cut and
not a
dry.
bad deal.
Yeah. We're not locked in. You don't
Yeah.
have to like us. We hope you do,
Yeah.
but you don't have to.
well, apparently you're doing pretty well. I think people like you.
Yeah, my son, Alex Brow, he lives in Houston, and he's gone to Hank's Gym and all them other ones that are, I don't know how many are out there still, but he's gone to all of them. He came and stayed with us for a little while and went to Scarlet, and he came and told me after that, he said, man, that's the best gym I've ever been to.
Oh,
I
yay.
was like, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, it's just amazing. So we talked a little bit about what's different about it, and he said it's just the environment. That there's people go there, they don't judge you, or there's none of that kind of crap. It's not a judgy place, and there's no wall of fame, and everybody kind of helps out.
No.
And he said it's got the kind of equipment that he wants too. It's not all ellipticals and this, that, and the other. It's more iron.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So-
all, there was a list made. It's hand selected. You
Yeah.
know, like there was stuff we had to have, and we pretty much got all of it now. And it's tried and true, like this is the best of this
Yeah.
as far as used equipment goes, because that's how we got it rolling. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
we added some new stuff as we went on. But,
Including powerlifting, too.
oh,
right?
yeah,
That's
and some of this
pretty
stuff you just,
specialized.
it doesn't matter if it was built in the 70s, you powder coat it and you can't destroy it.
Yeah. Yeah. All that.
So-
And probably that stuff's better anyway.
Yeah.
Made back
It's
then.
heavy duty.
Yeah, there you go. So, Kim, I know you're there a lot and you do a lot
I am.
there. So, I'm curious, though, what it's like to work in kind of a male dominated testosterone, everybody kind of forcing and grunting. And are there a lot of females that are members there
We
too?
do. We actually
Really?
have, we're about a 60-40 split, male
Really?
to female. Mhm.
Wow.
bunch of females now.
Yeah.
They were a little hesitant in the beginning because it was mainly men, but I kind of usher them out there. I'm like, just come try it. If you
Yeah.
feel intimidated or something, like nobody's going to make you feel uncomfortable in here. And if they do, they're gone.
Right.
So
I would imagine the hardest thing to do is get started, walk in there,
definitely.
and then once they feel welcome,
Yeah.
it becomes another home to them.
Yeah. Can you kind of gauge people when they first come in? Can you tell, well, this one's going to make it and this one's not? And I mean,
Not necessarily.
No?
I can tell when someone comes in and they're definitely scared, and so I will take time and walk them through everything and show them how to use machines, because there's a bunch of machines that I didn't know how to use when we got them.
Right.
I had never seen them, and then we bring in new equipment, that people have requested that I don't know how to use. So I
Yeah.
kind of tell them, this bar weighs this much. It's different. It's not your typical 45-pound bar.
Right.
This is used for this. So they get more comfortable, and then they're like, thank you so much. I can't, nobody even bothers me. They don't even talk to me unless, I need help. So,
right. And I guess y'all are there to give advice on working out, like how often and how many times a week somebody should come in. And do y'all do any of that kind of stuff? Or
I mean,
just
I'm
let
not going to
people
sit here and
go on their
pretend I'm
own?
there all the time. She's the one that runs the
Yeah.
show. I show up occasionally and clean stuff and grease stuff and mingle. But
And work out.
Yeah, and work out.
Seen a bunch of pictures of you working out.
we actually have a bunch of great trainers that have implemented themselves in the gym that have helped a bunch of our members, and we don't charge anyone to be a trainer there. As long as you have a membership and you're certified to train people, you can train as many people as you'd like.
So they're not employees.
They're not employed. They're self-contracted. That's your money, not my money. I'm not training them. I don't want to have
And
to
so
do that.
do the other members have to pay to get training, or
They work it out with the trainer. They'll set
Okay.
their own rates depending what trainer they want. So
well, that's cool.
yeah,
And what do you got to do to be certified to be a trainer?
they take a course.
Oh, really?
there's actually a bunch of different types of certifications, and then nutrition. There's even powerlifting certs.
Really?
From like West Side Barbell is super popular, but they have like a certification program, and they have
That's
their
cool.
specific way they train people if you want to learn that. And there's a couple other ones out there that do stuff like that, but
Yeah.
NASM and some of the other bigger ones is what most people recognize.
Far out. I didn't know that. So, and how many trainer guys do y'all have?
I would say we probably have about 5 in there right now.
Really?
Hmm.
Man, that's pretty good. I would imagine that's more than most places. And it's unique the way you're doing it, because I would think most places would have trainers that are employees and have set standards that they have to follow. And
Yeah, well, they're either
you know,
paying them hourly and charging a ridiculous amount per hour to train people, or they're taking a percentage of their money.
yeah,
Right.
I don't want to take your money. You've earned that. You
Right.
know? Well, if you're a member of my gym, work out here. If you want to train people, they're your
Yeah.
clients. As long
Yes.
as they're paying for a day pass or a membership, train as many people as you want.
yeah. So the mindset's kind of family oriented, I guess, huh? Consider everybody there to be family.
Pretty
I would
much,
say
yeah.
so for sure.
Yeah, what's cool, every time I drive over the bridge, I look over and that parking lot's full a lot. I'm like, man, and you were telling me that people come in 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I had to join those people.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had to join the 5 a.m. crew. So most days I get up around 4. And a buddy of mine, it's actually my coach now, one of the trainers up there, and we train at 5 because that's the only way I can still get my normal work day done and then get home in time to see the kids.
Yeah.
So
Well, I want you to know that when you're over there working out at 4 o'clock in the morning,
you're not thinking about me.
that's it. I'm sawing logs, 10 toes up, and I won't be getting up for another couple hours.
That's where I'm at too.
That's fair.
Yeah, but at least you're out there doing it.
In zombie
So-
mode.
There you go.
Yeah, we started doing that December. So
Yeah, so
here
it's-
we are.
almost a year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I could turn my alarm off and my eyes are going to open at 4 o'clock.
yeah.
So you have employees that man the place 24 hours
We
a
have
day?
2 employees now.
They don't stay there 24 hours though. Our lobby's open 9 to 7, so they'll be there during that time. And then after hours, it's members only. So they'll have a key fob. They'll let theirself in.
Right.
We have cameras, so if anything ever came up or someone was injured or suspicious activity, we could just pull it up and see what was going on.
Yeah,
Right.
good deal.
So
Yeah. Let's talk about location real quick. I mean, it's a great location. So you're literally at the beginning of Roman Forest Boulevard, but on the south side of the freeway. So it's on 59 traveling south.
So every time you leave the neighborhood, you got to see us.
That's right. Yeah. Not a whole lot of big signage out there. But,
Didn't need it.
It's, yeah. Don't need it because it's all word of mouth, I would imagine, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's your membership looking like? I think last time you were here, you were somewhere around 900.
We're pretty much floating around the same. I would say we lost probably 100 members or so, just for going back to college, which happens every year.
Yeah.
And then that Planet Fitness that got put in.
Where's Planet Fitness at?
It's where that old Brookshire Brothers was.
On 59?
Behind
In
what?
New Caney?
Yep.
Yeah, where it's split with the little meat market.
It's like Taco Bell.
Really? Okay, yeah. I know where it's at.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness.
is just so corporate, though. And I've heard a bunch of stuff about Planet Fitness just being a bunch of snobs.
I mean, I've seen the roll list.
Yeah.
You supposedly can't wear a tank top, can't wear a sports bra that you don't have a shirt over, not supposed to deadlift. Dumbbells don't go past 75 pounds.
You can't take a gallon of water. It has to be a water bottle.
Really? Wow.
I mean, I'm sure it's a great place if you're a beginner, and as long as you're working out, I don't really care where you work out if you're trying to make yourself better.
Yeah.
But at some point, you got to realize that I don't know, they can't do what we
Well,
do.
brace yourself because 6 months later, everybody's going to get tired of that and they're not going to renew, and they'll be over there to Scarlet.
Oh, I'm
where
okay.
they
We've
belong.
already had some come back that were like, oh my gosh, they don't clean the equipment. It's dirty already. It's a
Yeah.
brand new facility. I'm like, well, come on back.
Yeah. So has the whole COVID thing changed the way you manage the business? I mean, it seems like it would have had to.
Honestly, we disinfected everything and routinely wiped stuff down, and all of our members are really good about wiping down anything that they use. So
We have a
we just made
etiquette
sure that there
standard
was.
that you're going to adhere to that or we might cancel you.
Yeah.
Like, your mom doesn't work here. Nobody's picking up after you. Like,
Right.
there's just a set. Anybody that's actually been in a gym for any amount of time, at some point they get it, right? Like, you clean up after yourself. You don't leave weights on equipment. You put things back where you got them from.
Right.
And it's super basic. So most people, I'd say 90% of our members are that way.
Well, that makes
So
sense. Yeah.
it makes it easy for us, you
Yeah.
know, and you don't have to get on to people. But
Right.
I mean, that's part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Well, the first time you came in, we talked about eventually opening up a second location. And I know that something you're working on. So where's it at?
Slow
What's the
going.
deal with it?
Mont Bellevue, 99 and I-10 East.
Mont Bellevue.
Mont Bellevue.
Well, that's a good long way from here.
It's about 40 minutes
Yeah.
until they open up 99.
Yeah.
Then we'll be good.
So it's 99 and I-10.
Right there.
Wow.
What would that be? The south side? Southeast side?
Don't get me lying.
Yeah.
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 So how many square feet? And what's the deal?
11,500.
Did you build it?
No, the building, it was an empty shell.
Okay.
It was an empty shell building. So we bought that, hired some contractors, picked out equipment. Everything's going to be new. It's just construction and time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're going to end up being about 65 days or so behind our opening date that we anticipated, but
Typical for construction these days. Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll get there.
And is that in Harris County?
No, absolutely not. That
It's
was one of the
Chambers County.
one of the stipulations that I had personally whenever we started looking was absolutely nothing in Harris County.
Yeah, just because of all the
I'm not-
regulations
I'm
and
not dealing with
ordinances and
that.
everything else.
I'm a
Yeah.
free person.
And is Chambers pretty cool about all that?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Okay, great.
So
And so you plan on being open?
we're shooting for November 15th at this point.
Okay.
If it happens a little earlier than that, I think we'll all be happy. But I think that's the most reasonable outcome at this point with the delays that we've had so far.
Yeah. And so your membership from this location would also be good at the new one. I would
Absolutely.
imagine.
Yep.
So yeah, if you work on that side of town, then you could just go there.
We actually have a lot of guys that do, the plants. So
Yeah.
they're going to be within, 10, 15 minutes of that one.
You know it.
It's
Yeah.
going to be 24 hours, same way, key fob access. So
Wow.
rather than try to drive an hour back over here in traffic, they can go hit the gym before or after work and
That's cool.
be good to go.
Yeah. So it's going to be tough to manage two 24-hour businesses, it seems like.
She's got it.
Yeah, he says, nah. It'll be
Yeah.
a lot of work, a lot of driving, a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. And y'all live in Roman Forest, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tavola.
Tavola.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, the last time I was here, we were still living with my dad, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So we ended up buying a house in Tavola up in the front.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah. High taxes over there in Tavola, man.
It's absurd.
It really is.
Yeah.
But y'all got good fire protection over there. I know that for sure.
Yeah, the fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real
Hank
close.
knows that.
And then Roman Forest is your policing agency for Tavola, aren't they?
They
Yeah.
are.
I
Yeah.
think that's part of the taxes.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going back to Roman Forest. So that wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah,
Worth
that's
it.
good too.
I
Wish
say
they'd have
it's
came and
worth
got them
it.
people that were popping fireworks last night.
Yeah.
Last night.
And you've got good schools out there. So, once your kids get to school age, well, you have one that's school age right now, huh?
She's in 5th grade.
Fifth grade, man. Wow, it goes fast. College is coming up.
Don't
I ain't
say
ready.
that.
Trust me, it goes quick. I got 2 kids that are already full grown, and we went from elementary school to college in like a week.
Just snap.
I mean, it was
snap
that
the
way.
fingers.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was nuts. So, well, I really enjoyed having you guys in. That was good, and I'm glad business is good. Because I mean, not everybody's made it through this whole COVID thing, and you guys have definitely moved forward. Your online presence really, really freaks me out, though. I mean, y'all have the best pictures. I'm like, man, what these people are just doing everything. Especially you. I mean, you ought to be a model, really. And I know he's talked to you about doing that. You ought to pursue it.
Thank you. That's
So,
very kind.
yeah, it'd be amazing. So
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I close this thing out without talking about the whole tattoo thing. And I know you is everything tattooed?
I mean, I've got a few little gaps left, but pretty much.
Running out of room.
Well,
Yeah.
they say it all tells a story. So is that the case with you? I mean, do you have something that kind of started and
No, it's just stuff I like.
where'd
What-
you start?
It's since been covered. I had some tribal bullshit from 20 years ago.
Really?
That's long gone now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where was it located?
I had a tribal mask on my belly button for. It's terrible.
So was
Don't
the
get
belly
tat-
button the mouth or the nose or
The
not?
mouth.
Cool.
You knew where
So
that
you
was
can make
going.
it talk. I love it.
Yeah.
And do y'all use the same artist?
We do.
Yeah, who do y'all use?
CK at Von Striga in Galveston.
Okay,
He owns the
cool.
shop. And then Ken at Hit List in Atascocita.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
So you don't really have any that are, I mean, do you have any favorites?
Probably the newest ones.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at some point they were all something. Like, one whole leg is all Viking stuff. Like
That's
Norse
cool.
Viking.
Yeah.
So, Odin missing an eye.
Yeah.
The wolves. I
That's
can't
cool. And I
pronounce
know
the
you got a
names
snake
properly.
on your head, right?
I got a snake on my head.
Yeah.
I got Scarlet on this side.
Wow.
So we only have like 10 or 15 pictures of Scarlet.
Yeah.
And in every one of them, she's got, the
Yeah.
tubes and stuff all in her face. So
Yeah.
I took CK, some of the pictures we had of Scarlet, and then some of Max. And I'm like, this is all we got to work with. But I want you to tattoo her on the side of my head. And I want all this crap off her face.
That's
He's
cool.
like, all right, hang out for a minute. We'll be back.
Worked it out.
Here we go. Yep.
Wow. And so where did yours start?
Oh gosh, the first one I had was 18 years old. Went the day I turned 18 years old. Got something on my foot. Since been covered because it was garbage. I would say that the most special one to me though would be this elephant arm. This was my first major tattoo. Everything else was small. I actually got this after everything happened with Scarlet. I always wanted a sleeve, always.
Yeah.
But working at a school, obviously you can't have your entire arms tattooed.
Right.
So I have 3 elephants. They're all girls. This little one on the bottom is Scarlet. This one is Ella. And then this one is me. Both of the girls, they have their trunks up. Elephants, whenever they're happy, their trunks are
Right.
up.
Right.
Mine is down because at the time I got this tattoo, it was a very somber time for me. I was all in my feelings.
Yeah.
So I just wanted something where they were always with me. And I just really love elephants. So now my babies are on my arm as little elephants.
That's cool.
It's a beautiful job.
So, thank you so much.
I bet it took forever to get it all done, right?
It did. Probably took me a year to get it completely finished.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Woods for working with that schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it
Awesome.
takes a while. So I don't have any tattoos. Don't know what it's like.
I don't have any tattoos either.
It's terrible.
We ought to both get a tattoo.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
You
So
can
just
get
go
the
to
temp
Walmart and
logo.
Get something, you know?
I almost got a tattoo once.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah, we were all driving around. A couple of buddies had tats. You ain't got a tattoo? I was about 22, 23. And I said, no, I don't have a tattoo. Come on, we're going to pull over and get you a tattoo. And I was just drunk enough to say, that's a great idea. So I'm sitting there. I'm picking out, what do you want? I was, well, it's going to have to be small. I'm thinking bicep. This is old school, right? What do I want? They had the Woody Woodpecker thing. Nah,
Oh, man.
that's even older than my school, right? So I thought Tasmanian Devil,
Okay.
right? With a Stratocaster.
There you go. Yeah.
But by the time it was my turn, I was sobered up and I wasn't going to spend the money, and I got out of there, so it never happened.
Damn.
But that's a great idea for a tattoo.
I thoroughly disagree with that statement.
Really?
Especially if you can walk in and immediately get a chair, you were in the wrong place.
Well, we were somewhere on Westheimer.
Yeah, don't do it. I mean, look, I'm sure that my dad does not want me to look like this. I do not want my children to look like this. But once I got started, OCD took over. I got to go till I'm done,
It's like an addiction, huh?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
buying guitars.
So I don't ever want to hear shit about commitment issues, because here we are.
He's not allowed to do his face.
Would you do it if you were allowed?
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't even put the thought in your mind because it can't happen.
Yeah, I got a little more room to fill, so.
Problem
I
is,
think-
you really can't get rid of it if it's on the face and you change your mind.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, what am I going to do? I can't get rid of any of this. I'm in way too deep.
I thought they can undo them nowadays.
They
They can
can.
laser
Yeah.
them, but I mean,
Man, that seems like that hurt like
no,
hell.
I'm good.
You know?
I made it this far. No turning back.
Yeah, and it ain't bad. It's cool. You know, nothing to be concerned
Tattoo
about.
like a tan sheet, just just fill it all in with the tan color. You can be the same the hue that you want to be. You know, you could be having a real nice tan.
That's it.
Got
Well, I
golden
never thought
skin.
about that.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Put a little sparkle on it.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but yeah.
I've never even considered. I need to figure out what I would want if I got a tattoo and where I would want it. Oh, I could get your name tattooed on my ass. YOURNAME, your name. So it fits no matter who you're talking to.
You would never have to change it.
That's it. Hey, I've got your name tattooed on my ass.
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, that's a good conversation starter.
At least, yeah.
Well, I think if someone's seeing it from behind him, they're already having a conversation about something.
Yeah, that's it. Nobody wants to see my ass.
I don't want to be there.
So where's this place at in Galveston?
61st, right off of 45.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just exit 61st, and less than a quarter of a mile, it's on the right.
Cool.
That's Von Striga. Hit list is on 1960, right before you go over Lake Houston.
Okay. Yeah, I know where that's at. As a matter of fact, I know exactly where that place is.
Yeah, there's a pawn
So,
shop I go to over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's closing, the pawn shop.
Oh,
Both
they've
of
been there
these
a long
guys
time.
that tattoo us, they're booked out for over a year.
Really?
Both of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
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 Are they expensive? I've never had one. I mean, are tattoos high?
I mean, I guess that's all
Relative?
subjective.
Yeah.
Relative.
Yeah. But they can do any colors now or anything. I mean, I think that business has come a long way too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
I've seen some pretty intricate stuff. you know. It's
Absolutely.
like, man, that's crazy.
you get the right person, you
Yeah.
can do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's art at this point.
Yeah, it
It's
really
not
is.
just a little stencil stamp of something you
Right.
saw on the wall,
Yeah.
which is what I started with.
Yeah.
Buddy
Definitely
at
came
work
off the
got a
wall.
tattoo one time. His name is David. Hey, Dave, I'm going to tell your story. I'm going to get a tattoo. It's a koi. Okay. Well, see, he comes back with this tat, and it covers up his arm. From here to here, he goes, there's a koi. And I said, ooh, scary goldfish. And he didn't like that, but he loves that koi, and I guess it means something. maybe you can enlighten me on what a koi
I've
means.
seen a couple of koi, so it's got to
Yeah.
be something. Yeah.
Big old orange fish.
Yeah, I forget. It's something about a koi and a dragon, and
Yeah, I've
It's-
seen dragons
it's
too.
like a turning into a butterfly type thing coming out of your shell. I don't know. I don't remember.
Wow.
I had a koi at some point.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Wow.
you'd never know.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
It seems like it'd be really hard to cover something up. Like
Nah.
you've already got work.
I've got this is a cover up. This whole sleeve is a cover up.
Really. But I mean, for the artist, it seems like.
Oh,
it'd be
yeah,
hard
I'm sure
'cause
it sucked for
They're
them.
already trying to deal with something that's there.
Yeah.
You know, that would suck. How'd you guys meet?
We met on Instagram, actually.
Really? Oh, I
One
can't
of my
wait to hear this.
girlfriends, one of my girlfriends was hanging out with one of his friends.
Is that what the kids call it nowadays?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
And then, what would you say?
That's highly inappropriate.
Hey, this is Hank's Think Tank.
I know where
Say
he's
what you
going.
want.
Let's see what Quentin's thinking.
No, they were banging.
Oh, the friends.
Yeah.
They were hanging out. Whatever.
Okay.
So I guess he saw a picture of she and I together, and he's like, "Oh, who's her friend?" And it kind of went from there
Wow. So y'all were communicating online first, I guess?
for the first day, and then
Yeah.
we met up.
Wow. Did y'all live close to each other? Or?
No.
I lived in
Yeah.
Kingwood at the time, and he was downtown.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lived in the Sabine Street lofts. It was a nightmare.
Sabine Street Lofts. Where's Sabine Street?
Allen Parkway,
Yeah, in between
Okay.
in between Allen and what was the other one?
Memorial.
Memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
By
could-
City Hall.
Yeah.
Crowded.
Like just across
Yeah.
the freeway from the aquarium.
Yeah. Yeah. Crowded as shit down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Alex lives now. He's down
I hated
there.
living downtown. The only
Really?
thing that was convenient was that it didn't matter what time I got off work. I could go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of places to eat down there. So, yeah, you're set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my schedule at that time, I was on call all the time. So it was like, hey, if you want to hang out, go get my dogs.
Yeah.
And when I leave this 20-hour shift, I'll come to your house or you can come to mine. Or yeah, it was a bunch of that.
Yeah. There you go.
So how do people keep up with Scarlet Barbell? Online? You're on Facebook, website, I bet?
We honestly get our most traction from Instagram. We are on Facebook also, but Instagram has, I don't know, a lot more
Yeah.
interaction.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What about Twitter? Y'all tweet it out a lot? No?
I'm not tweeting.
Yeah.
I refuse
I
to
haven't.
tweet.
I haven't yet. I don't want to say never, but I really don't want to.
Yeah. Either of you heard of Club Room? Yeah, Club Room's pretty cool. It's something you have to be invited to, but Club Room's all right. And you kind of go in and you create a room, and then you can invite all the people into that room that you want, and there's discussions, and it's weird. It's completely a different form of social media that I've seen, but it still has all the problems that social media has.
Right.
You know, so I think social media's done a lot to kind
Hey,
of
I
ruin
had
the
a pretty
country.
productive day when Facebook and Instagram shut down the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put
Yeah.
the phone down and actually do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't even notice it, so that says that I'm just not online all that much. So
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
notice it for a long time either.
really,
He's the one that told me, and I was like, oh, I thought my internet was just acting up.
yeah,
He was headline news. I heard it on the radio.
I know.
Facebook is shut down and the entire country is not going to work today. What?
So let's pop out the address for Scarlet Barbell Club, and just so in case anybody's watching that doesn't know where you guys are
So
at.
our new Caney location is 18790 Highway 59 North, Suite A. Our newest location yet to be opened is 12360 Upland Way, Baytown, Texas, which is actually in Mount Bellevue, but it has a Baytown address.
The 12630
12360.
123. I don't know the addresses or the
Yeah.
phone numbers.
And y'all got a phone number?
We don't have a phone number yet for the Mount Bellevue.
Okay.
For our new Caney, it's 832-793-5105.
And you can be caught on Facebook or
Facebook,
Instagram.
Instagram, at the Scarlet Barbell Club, Scarlet with 1 T.
Okay, Scarlet with 1 T.
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Well, you guys are something else, man. I'm glad y'all came and showed up. This was fun.
Thanks for
And,
inviting us.
Yeah, no problem. And
good
I
to
love,
finally
like I
meet
said, I love watching y'all's posts online. I always have to. show my wife. I'm like, check this out. These guys are ballsy, man. Look at this, you know. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So-
Hey, we got matching underwear. Come in the kitchen and take 60 photos while you
know.
just want to drink coffee.
Yeah, y'all just hanging out though, right?
Yeah, y'all are just hanging out. That's
Yeah,
it.
super casual.
So yeah.
I think
good
my dad
shots.
gets on Facebook maybe like once or twice every 2 weeks. So then it'll be like 5 in a row from my dad liking it. I'm like, oh, my dad's liking all my pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a little different, you know. So, all right. Well, it was good having you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Hey guys, there you go. We jumped in, we got it done, and got a lot of good information out. Scarlet's a great place. Even if you don't work out, stop by and visit. I think you'll be amazed. It's a good place. It's clean. These are really interesting, good people to talk to. And if you do work out, I don't know where you're at, but kill that contract and go the Scarlet way. It's the only way to go in Montgomery County.
That's right.
At least that's
Right
what
on,
everybody
man.
says. So good having you, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And we're out. Y'all did.